Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to First Cut Live, early morning edition, right here on your Oscar morning nominations. We are here to react to the Oscar nominations that have already been released. I am here with RB3. Something you guys don't know is that we don't know what the nominations are, so we know that you guys have your takes so far already, but we have not reacted to it. We're going to be about to be live reacting to the Oscar nominations right about now. I'm here with RB3. RB3, what are you anticipating this morning, man?
Well, technical glitches as always, and that's for our stream. As whoever's watching right now, I don't know how many people are watching right now. I probably just saw the thing pop up on screen. I'm gonna do a couple of adjustments real quick. I don't know if you're able to actually hear these undress, and it was a good time to like shock test it. Are you able to hear what's happening right now?
I hear the music.
This is okay. Do you hear like not our music, like the Oscar music?
No.
Okay. Cool.
I see it. I see it on the screen, though. I see it.
Good to know. It's good to know. This is all good stuff to know. So I'm gonna like try and workshop this real quick, because I always forget how OBS works. Is I don't do this full time anymore. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've said multiple times, I think this year is a relatively weak year in film. So at least we get to see what they're gonna recognize for sure. That's the part that gets me a little warmed up.
Yeah. So I see right now that you're putting up the Oscar presentation that was done earlier this morning. I cannot hear it though. I think I hear something though, unless you are raising the volume a bit or something.
I'm trying to. There should be a way that you should be able to hear it. Now, can you hear it now? Okay, I can hear it now. That's weird. I shouldn't be able to do that. Can you hear it now? No?
I cannot, no.
This is confusing because I shouldn't be able to hear this. So the fact that you're not able to hear it makes it a little weird. What is this? Oh. All right, I'm pausing it for right now because I feel like I was going to try and do it in 2 minutes and be impressive, but it is a little loud too. Okay.
Can they hear it?
They can hear it.
Oh yeah, they can.
They can hear it. Who's they? Who's in the chat? I'm not looking in the chat right now.
So far it is just Haskell joining us.
Hey yo, everybody, make sure you hit the like button, retweet. Get the word out. I'm about to read. I haven't even retweeted it myself, so let me skip to that, Lou, real quick. Dang. So wait, let me try it again. You sure not able to hear this?
100%. Yeah.
Oh, you're not able to hear anything. Okay, great. Then I wonder if I do something like this, and then I gotta do that. What are you looking forward to in the Oscars? What are you looking forward to?
I am curious about this telecast because I used to like not watch this pretty much ever. I usually just read it. I remember back in 2016, I woke up early morning and I listened to the whole thing. I forgot who was presenting 2016, but I remember listening to the entire list that they were naming out. And it's always kind of fun hearing the list for sure. But at the same time, it's like, it all depends who does it. So that's why I'm curious who's doing it this year. I don't even know who's doing it. I think we're just about to find out whenever you put this up. So there we go, I hear it.
You hear it now? Okay, great. Woo! All right, we got it. 41 seconds till broadcast is, allegedly live on there. Is it too loud? Is this a good volume right here?
No, it's good. This is already a replay though, right?
This is a replay, yeah. This is a replay, yeah. This is already going out to the world. But it's new to us. It's new to us, so.
It is brand new to us. We have no idea what's happening, guys. Obviously.
Should I just fast forward through the crap?
Yes.
Really movie lovers about to share the films they love the most this year.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing the same with your friends and your family.
Seems cool.
Now's the
announce the nominee.
Oh wait.
Now let's go to the Oscars, Tracy. What time are you picking me up?
Uh-oh, Leslie, someone did not read the memo. The Oscars are not tonight. They're on March 27th. This morning, we just announced the nominees.
Who wrote this?
This is why I hate being hunkered down. I never know what day it is or month. But if it's not the Oscars, why are you dressed so nice?
This old thing? This is my workout outfit, Leslie. I just threw this on to go to cycling class in an hour.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
All right. And, this year's Oscars theme is Movie Lovers Unite. And during this next half hour, we will be joined by some very special movie lovers across the country to help us announce some of the nominees. Are you ready, Leslie?
Wait, I'll be right back. This outfit, it doesn't feel right for the Oscar announcements.
Okay. All right, well,
yo, come on, man.
Oscar nominees in most categories are chosen by members of their respective branches, but nominees for Best Picture are chosen by the entire Academy membership. And if you stay tuned to find out how this year you, the fans, will be able to get to vote for your favorite movie and movie moment featured on the Oscar telecast.
Now I'm ready. I love it. Understated and traditional.
Very much understated.
Here are the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role.
Okay, here we go. They still put Hattie McDaniels
Jessie
in that,
Buckley in The Lost Daughter.
Okay, your movie, Andres.
Oh my God!
Ariana DeBose
I love
in
it.
West Side Story.
West Side Story.
Judi Dench in Belfast.
Belfast. Didn't see it.
Kirsten Dunst in Power of the Dog. And Ingenue Ellis in King Richard.
Yes.
My turn.
King Richard, baby.
Here are the nominees for achievement in costume design.
Ooh.
Cruella.
Well deserved.
Cyrano.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet. Doom, pretty good.
Nightmare Alley.
All right, your movie, Andres. You just
and
saw that.
West Side Story.
West Side Story.
I'm a little hurt my costume wasn't nominated again. Well, maybe next year.
Hardy. Here
are the nominees for achievement in sound.
I like these. They're going to take a break so we can discuss, Belfast.
Dune.
Let's see it. Dune.
No Time to Die.
Yeah, this sound.
Okay.
Power of the Dog. And West Side Story.
Wow. Okay.
As part of our movie lovers uniting across the country, let's go to Troy, Michigan. Joining us are 11 healthcare professionals from Beaumont Hospital. Reading the nominees is physician's assistant and fellow movie lover, Shantia Bobo Harden, who loves the movie Girl Trip. Shantia, over to you.
Thank you, Tracy. Here are the nominees for Achievement in Music, Original Score. Don't Look Up.
Yes, Nicholas.
Dune.
Littell. That's it, Hans Zimmer.
Encanto. Parallel Mothers.
Yeah.
And The Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog, baby. Let's go.
Thank you so much, Shantia. And thank you to all the healthcare workers at Beaumont and all across the country who do so much for all of us. Thank you.
By the way.
Leslie, wait. Is that an official Oscar pendant? And if so, why didn't I get one?
I borrowed it from your Oscar nominations gift basket.
Ah, okay.
I'm not even seeing this, so
adapted screenplay.
I'm just hearing it.
These are Coda.
Coda.
Screenplay by Sean Hayter.
Great screenplay.
I'm totally eating better this year.
Screenplay by Ryusuke Hamaguchi and Taka Masaoka.
Wait, what was the other one?
Sorry, Drive My Car.
Dune.
That was my fault.
Screenplay by John Spates.
It's adapted. Yeah, this is clear.
But I wouldn't expect it to get a screenplay.
100%.
It's not
100%.
It's not
The Lost Daughter, written by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
For adapted, it's...
And The Power of the Dog, written by Jane Campion.
Yes.
Wow. So no passing.
Here are the nominees for original screenplay. Belfast, written by Kenneth Branagh.
Original.
Don't Look Up. Screenplay by Adam McKay.
There's yours.
Story by Adam McKay and David Sirota.
David Sirota got an Oscar nomination?
Written by Zach Balin.
King Richard.
Licorice Pizza, written by Paul Thomas Anderson.
There we go. Loving it.
And The Worst Person in the World, written by Eskil Vogt.
Wow.
And Joachim Trier.
Good for them.
Damn.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Short Film. Affairs of the
Art.
Bestia. Box Ballet. Robin Robin. And The Windshield Wiper.
I've heard of none of these movies. I'm sorry.
Another category for me. Back to back, Leslie again.
No,
I think they like my announcer voice. And now, the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film.
Well done.
A la Kachu, Take and Run.
Interesting. Good title.
The Dress.
Decent title.
The Long Goodbye. On My Mind. And Please Hold. It's so appropriate that I just announced animated short film and live action short for I Am Animated and Short.
Oh, Leslie. And now here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a supporting role.
Any reactions to the shorts?
Karine Hines in Belfast. Troy Kotzer in Coda.
Okay. What is
Jesse Plemons in The Power of the Dog.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
J.K. Simmons in Being the Ricardos.
Whoa.
Yes.
And Cody Smith-McPhee in Power of the Dog.
Let's go! Power of the Dog, take over,
In
baby.
just a few minutes, we've got more nominee announcements coming up, including those for lead actor and actress, director, and best picture.
All right, cool. Enough of that. So, yeah, what are we thinking so far?
I don't know about those supporting actor roles, man. I don't know about them. I feel like there's something missing in there.
Supporting actor, definitely. Well, I mean, they put in 2 for Power of the Dog. They put in 2 for Power of the Dog, which I didn't anticipate at all.
That's a little.
I
no.
I love Power. Have you seen Power of the Dog?
I have not, but
Power of the Dog, man.
I still feel like that's. I don't know, man. There's other performances out there.
Nah,
I don't know.
I mean, well, Jesse Plemons is a little bit of a surprise because this part's a little bit lesser. Cody Smith-McPhee, though, definitely deserved a spot there. I haven't seen Belfast, so I can't speak on that. Shout out to Anjanae Ellis, though, for getting that nomination for King Richard. She had a spectacular year from Lovecraft Country last year to now this year with King Richard. A full Oscar nomination. She's one of the best performers out there right now. So definitely salute to that nomination. I know we're talking about supporting actor, but in the supporting actress world.
The supporting actress, I'm with it for sure. It's just a supporting actor to me. The only one that I liked was homie from Coda, who plays the dad.
Yeah.
That's a good one for sure. What's next, man? What are the other ones?
Okay, let's keep going. I don't know what they're talking about right now, but
in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward.
This is such a stacked category. I love it so much. Jessie Buckley for The Lost Daughter.
They're doing what we're doing.
Just made me smile.
What are they doing? They're live reacting to
definitely not least, Ingenue Ellis. She is
Stop
Bella.
it.
Honestly, a really
All right, wait. Stop. Netflix can't have a YouTube channel where they have video essays. The Oscars can't have somebody live reacting to their nominations on their stream. It can't happen anymore. I'm not standing for it. This isn't real. This isn't real.
It's what we do.
This is what we do. This is our thing, okay? Gosh. What's up with this? And who's this little kid they got analyzing this? They could have got some colors in there, some melanin, to help them decipher what these nominations mean, but they don't want to do that.
I mean, they could have done the same with the nominations for supporting actor.
Yeah. Well. So that comes to, what do you think for supporting actor? Who do you think men of color could have been in that conversation? You think?
That's what I'm trying to think, because I'm sure there is plenty that I'm not remembering right now.
The whole cast of The Harder They Fall. The whole cast of The Harder They Fall is amazing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hearing your name announced this morning is a moment each nominee will never forget. Not that I would know what an Oscar nomination is like, but a boy can dream.
Oh, Leslie, and a girl can dream too.
For those hunker downers just joining us, good morning.
Good morning. And for those who have been watching, welcome back. All right. Now it is time for the rest of the Oscar nomination announcements, including the big one at the end for Big Picture. Here are the nominees for achievement in film editing.
Oh, editing. Dude.
Don't Look Up.
Damn, bro, that
very
movie.
well deserved. Dude.
There's Dune.
King Richard.
Wow.
The Power of the Dog.
That's like all my top 5.
And Tick, Tick, Boom.
Tick, Tick, Boom definitely deserved it too.
Why, Leslie? Don't you look beautiful?
Great 5. Great 5.
Thank you, Tracy.
Oh,
Next,
welcome.
That is kind of a great 5, actually. No Bohemian Rhapsody.
For achievement in makeup and hairstyling. None of whom showed up at my house this morning. I did this all myself.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Now,
Leslie.
here are the nominees.
Amazing.
Coming to America.
Hey.
Whoa.
Nice.
Cruella.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Dune.
Yes.
All right.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Sabrina Pig.
And House of Gucci.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right.
Cool.
And now it is time to meet a huge movie fan coming
Dune
to
and
us
the Power
from
of the Dog
Tampa.
are definitely leading right now.
A huge movie fan and a huge guy. Well, to me, everyone is huge.
Oh, Leslie. He is a WWE superstar who established the award-winning
resonate with the youth
Academy
with these hosts.
Middle Magnet
These old
The Academy's mission is to serve economically disadvantaged students by providing them
this will get the kids in there.
first-class education and creating a wonderful culture of positivity. Here is Titus O'Neill.
Thanks, Tracy and Leslie. To read the names of the nominees in this next category is a fellow movie lover, 8th grade track star, high honor roll student, Courtney Anderson, who loves the entire Twilight movie series. Courtney, take it away.
Just like the Oscars do.
Here are the nominees for the Best Animated Feature Film.
Oh, here we go.
Encanto.
Well deserved.
Flea. Luca. The Mitchells versus the Machine.
Yeah.
And Raya and the Lost Dragon.
Okay.
They missed out on something.
They missed out on my film, bro. Belle.
Yay. So thanks to Titus, Courtney, and all those amazing students for joining us.
And now, here are the nominees for Achievement in Music Original Song.
Ooh.
Come on.
Be Alive from King Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dos Oruguitas from Encanto.
Yeah.
Down to Joy from Belfast.
No Time to Die from No Time to Die.
Yeah, Billie Eilish.
And Somehow You Do from 4 Good Days.
Wow.
What?
The category is Best Documentary Short. Oh, you're making me do the short category again.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
It was you. It was you. Here are the nominees for Best Documentary Short Subject. Audible. Lead Me Home.
Is it Amazon on that?
The Queen of Basketball.
I like that.
3 songs for Ben Azir. And When We Were Bullies. And now, here are the nominees for Best Documentary Feature.
I'm rooting for the Queen of Basketball.
Ascension. Attica. Flea. Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. And Riding with Fire.
Whoa, Know the Rescue.
Joining us from Times Square are New York's bravest members of the Fire Department of New York. At the microphone is fellow movie fan Lieutenant Thomas Carrera, whose favorite movie is Goodfellas.
Of course.
This is New Yorkers.
Thank you, Leslie. Coming to you live from Times Square. Here are the nominees for achievement in visual effects.
Hey.
Ooh.
Please.
This is our category.
Dune.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Sure.
No Time to Die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deserving.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
He hesitated.
Spider-Man. No Way Home.
Whoa. Spider-Man.
No, Don't Look Up.
Thank you so much to all the firefighters,
No Matrix either,
paramedics, and EMTs for all that you do. I wave every time you drive by. I say, hello, firefighters. I really do. Next up, the nominees for Achievement in Cinematography.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dune.
Dune.
Well deserved.
Nightmare Alley.
Yes.
The Power of the Dog.
Well deserved.
The Tragedy of Macbeth and West Side Story.
Cool.
And now, here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design.
My favorite.
Dune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nightmare Alley.
Mm-hmm.
The Power of the Dog.
Wow.
The Tragedy of Macbeth. And West Side Story.
Same exact 5 line.
Yeah.
Exact 5.
God, Leslie, are you...
This is Power of the Dog right now.
Are you wearing something different again?
It's cowboy hat.
Because I'm hunkered down doesn't mean I can't dress up.
Okay.
So here are the nominees for Best International Feature Film. Drive My Car, Japan.
Worst person in the world definitely got to be nominated.
Flee, Denmark.
Wow, these are all.
The Hand of God, Italy.
Oh, shoot.
Luana, A Yak in the Classroom, Bhutan. And the worst person in the world, Norway.
Leslie, you keep stealing all my lines.
That's crazy. This actually seems like a stat category, and I've seen none of those movies.
To Ira Aldridge Theater at Howard University in Washington, D.C.,
Howard,
where we have a special presenter.
HBCU.
Felicia Rashad is Dean of the Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts and joins us with some of her students. Hello.
Hello, and thank you, Leslie and Tracy. All of our students here are so inspired by Chadwick Boseman, a Howard grad who was so committed to this university. And as you know, Chadwick was nominated last year for Best Actor, and we are so honored to announce the nominees in this category. Speaking on behalf of the students who are with us today is a senior who's receiving his BFA in acting, John Woods III.
The nominees for performance by an actor in a leading role are Javier Bardem in Being the Ricardo, Benedict Cumberbatch in The Power of the Dog, Andrew Garfield in Tick, Tick, Boom, Will Smith in King Richard, and Denzel Washington in The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Whoa, what a strong 5 right there.
Beautiful. Thank you, Felicia and John and all of the students who joined us
Loving that 5
today.
right there.
And now,
2 black nominees.
The nominees
Why they
for
from Howard?
Performance by an actress in a leading role. Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Wow, that's crazy.
Olivia Colman in The Lost Daughter.
Yes.
Penelope Cruz in Parallel Mothers.
Nicole Kidman in Being the Ricardos.
And Kristen Stewart in Spencer.
Wow.
They didn't nominate no black women.
Just 2 more categories left.
Woo,
That's fine.
this is so exciting.
That's not fine.
The first is for Achievement in Directing, and the nominees are Kenneth Branagh, Belfast.
Adam McKay, don't look up.
Ryusuke Hamaguchi, Drive My Car.
Oh, sure.
Wow. That's a great
Paul
one.
Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza.
I love Licorice Pizza, but come on.
Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog.
And Steven Spielberg, West Side Story.
Boo.
Oh, Denny!
Tomato.
Where's Denny?
Tomato. I love West Side
Where's
Story.
Denny, bro?
Belfast, Laura Berwick, Kenneth Branagh, Becca Kovacic, and
This is Best Picture, right?
This is Best Picture, yeah. Belfast, yeah.
Coda, Philippe Rousselet, Fabrice Giaffermi, and Patrick Waxberger, producers.
Don't Look Up, Adam McKay and
Wow.
Kevin Messick, producers.
Best Picture, Don't Look Up.
Amazing.
Drive My Car, Teruhisa
Yes.
Yamamoto,
We know
producer.
Represent Japan. Let's go.
We know what's going to
Dune.
win that category.
Mary Parent, Denis Villeneuve, and Cale Boiter, producers.
King Richard, Tim White, Trevor White, and Will Smith,
Very well.
producers.
That's right. Very well deserving.
Licorice Pizza, Sarah Murphy, Adam Somner, and Paul Thomas Anderson, producers.
Nightmare Alley, Guillermo del Toro, J. Miles Dale, and Bradley Cooper, producers.
The Power of the Dog, Jane Campion, Tanya Segachian, Emil Sherman, Ian Canning, and Roger Frappier, producers.
And West Side Story, Steven Spielberg and Christy McCosco-Krieger, producers.
And that's it, right?
That's it. That's it.
10 great Best Picture nominees.
Man. All right, we can finally stop that.
Sure Oscars on March 20th.
Enough. They did a full 10, very fast.
Bro, can we just jump right to directing, bro? I feel like that's the biggest snub to me. I don't know, bro. That's a snub to me, man.
Well, there's a lot of snubs. I mean, for one, the director category is very interesting because they both like to have their cake and eat it too, right? They like to recognize some young, new talent and a foreign category or a super independent movie. They'll throw in like one surprise, but then they always go with the legacy picks. And these are all legacy picks, like literally all people who have been nominated and won before. Like Kenneth Branagh, this is the 8th nomination for Kenneth Branagh, 8th Oscar nomination for Kenneth Branagh, and 2nd in the Best Director category. This Paul Thomas Anderson's 3rd nomination in Best Director category. Jane Champion 2nd in the Best Director category. She was one of the few women that was actually nominated for the Best Director category in 1993. She might have been the first, actually. And Spielberg, this is literally his 8th nomination for Best Director. And I love West Side Story. For me personally, like, West Side Story is definitely the best. West Side Story is definitely the best musical of this year, because there's definitely like a lot of musicals, even out of the Adam Driver foreign musical that everybody didn't like. I actually kind of like that one. But it was definitely the best musical out of all of them. But that being said, like, I would have much rather personally preferred to see Lin-Manuel Miranda in there for Tick, Tick, Boom. That's a much better, more fitting choice to me, because it's a new director. It's a fresh director. He's had a heck of a year between In the Heights, Encanto, and Tick, Tick, Boom. I think that would have been a much better slot to recognize instead of Steven Spielberg, for me personally.
Yeah, but also, I don't know if you've seen Cyrano. Cyrano's another musical that I haven't gotten a chance to see. Yeah, but yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, man. If there's ever a film to nominate for Best Director, to me, it was Denny for Dune. And I know that's just me speaking from the heart, but I'll take that over a lot of these, over PTA, over what you said about Spielberg. Over Belfast. I mean, to me, that's just a big snub for sure. What's another snub for you, RB3, that you're seeing right now?
Well, for Best Director, also too, like you said, Dune. I also wouldn't have been upset at seeing the fellow who directed King Richard nominated for that. In terms of other snubs, I don't know. I got to look at this Best Actress category and see who else like might have been in the contention. It does seem awfully bit white. And same with the supporting actress category. But I mean, at the same time, that comes down to a bigger systemic issue, like within Hollywood, of like, where do we get the parts? Like, where are the strong black and brown representation in terms of parts? Now, obviously, Penelope Cruz is nominated for Best Actress for Parallel Mothers, so that's something. And in the Best Actor category, look, 3 men of color nominated for Best Leading Actor: Denzel, Will Smith, and Javier Bardem. So that's good in that sense, but I don't know. Something's a little shaky. I also gotta look at what other people are considering snubs, because I know some people are talking about Lady Gaga for House of Gucci. I didn't watch House of Gucci, so I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting stuff for sure.
Yeah, I feel like the actress nomination is also kind of whatever. Nothing super fun or super special. Yeah, let's kind of go through and see if we can find any other people that might have been missing from this list. Let me go to maybe Hollywood Reporter. Let's see what they say as far as if there was any snubs or anything that we missed.
And also,
yeah, go ahead.
Also, I was gonna say, I know a lot of people talk about Home Sister from The Worst Person on Earth as being a Best Actress contender as well. I'm surprised they didn't recognize her for that. A lot of love for Being the Ricardos, which is a movie I personally loved, but a lot of people online have been crapping on. So, but good to see that recognition for that.
Yeah, but do you love the movie as much as like it's the best movie of the year?
I mean, didn't they give it a Best Picture nomination, did they?
They did. I think they did, yeah.
Nah. Being the Ricardos is not nominated. It's Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, which is super surprising. Paradog and what's that?
It just got the 2 Best Actor nominations.
Yeah, I think it got some other nomination too for like screenplay or makeup or something. I don't know, but yo, Drive My Car. I'm totally missed out on this.
It's kind of hard to. I mean, unless you have a screener or unless you go out and see a screening,
right?
It's kind of tough to see it for sure. It's one of those movies that's tough to see.
But this is a strong international film category because they gave. I mean, Sabrina Speaks Highly on Worst Person in the World, and they gave that Best Screenplay nomination. Hand of God has been like highly anticipated since it premiered at Cannes, and it's on Netflix. And didn't Flea get like a bunch of other nominations too, right? And like best, is that so is Flea a documentary or?
That's a great question. I think it's a hybrid, like a documentary, but it's animated documentary. And I think that's why it could fit into both categories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why.
It's an animated film.
Yes.
And it says, they are also nominated in the Best Feature Documentary category.
Yeah. And so it could do that. I feel like that's kind of the big winner for me. I mean, obviously, besides all the nominations that Dune got, but I feel like Drive My Car, I know a lot of people have been saying that's the best movie of the year and it won't get any recognition, but it's getting recognition. It got a Best Picture nomination. I believe it got a Best Screenplay nomination, Best Director nomination. This is a movie that, I mean, Japanese cinema, man, is one of those things that has been hardly paid attention to in the Oscars race. So when it finally gets recognition like it is right now, I'll take it. I'll take it with full force because I feel like I've been preaching, Japanese film for years, and it's kind of crazy how like this is the one that kind of breaks through the mold. It's a 3-hour drama that people just fell in love with. And that's kind of tough to see, and yet so many people resonated with it to the point that it's considered to be one of the better movies of the year, if not the best movie of the year. Yeah, like you said, man, shout out to international cinema. We had Parasite just a little bit ago. I believe it was about 2 years ago. And now we have Drive My Car, Worst Person in the World, kind of breaking out a little bit more. And even Flea, like you said, with Oscar nominations in different categories. That, to me, that makes a lot more sense because if we have better movies in different countries, then we have better movies in different countries. That's just how it is. There's no shame in recognizing that. And I got to be honest with you, man. When I see the Best Picture list, is that a strong Best Picture list? Because I don't think it is. What do you think?
I mean, for me, they personally selected the 5 best. I mean, the 10 best of each.
The 10 best movies of the year.
For me, a lot of my top 10 is in this. So, but again, I love Don't Look Up. I love Dune. I love King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Power the Dog. So I mean, these are for the movies I like. Is definitely there. I mean, I think they could have had a little fun. I think they could have thrown in a Spider-Man No Way Home in there if they really wanted to, just because it's like the most highest grossing movie of like the year.
They were never gonna do that.
Also, a lot of people were talking about allegedly the tragedy of Macbeth being a snub. I didn't really connect with that movie as much. I saw it in theaters and I saw it on Apple TV, and it just wasn't. I'm not a Shakespeare person, so but it's a good fight. I mean, I don't know what else. I mean, would you rather see something else in here, or is there anything that's missing to you? Do you feel like, or?
Well, I mean, just maybe something a little bit more outside the box, maybe, even if it is an international feature like A Worst Person in the World. I know a lot of people were saying Pig. I know a couple people were saying Green Knight. Just kind of something a little bit more odd or a little bit more offbeat to kind of fit in there. A little bit more of an indie darling that people appreciate it, but that it's not like the super popular like Nicole Kidman movie or something.
Right. So what they absolutely had one of the biggest snubs. I didn't see Twitter talking about this, but now that I see it on LA Times, Jennifer Hudson, RESPECT, respect. That was the performance of the year. She embodied Aretha Franklin. She put her foot in that. That movie is, some people look at the biopic and think, the biopic's not as great as like the movie was. But she rocked the house with that. She earned that SAG nomination that she got, and she should have been nominated here. That's kind of a shame that they nominated all these, who they nominated. And I mean, I know no shame to the actresses that they nominated. I just haven't personally seen The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I haven't seen
Oh no way.
And nor have I seen Lost Daughters. So obviously I've seen Being the Ricardos, and you know everybody's talking about Dune. I'm Kristen Stewart, which by the way, first Oscar nomination for Kristen Stewart ever. So shout out to her for that. We big fans of Kristen Stewart on this channel. So
yeah, we've been promoting Kristen Stewart since day one. I gotta stand by Olivia Colman, Lost Daughter.
Okay,
that's a yeah. Okay, that's a 100%. I mean, obviously it's Olivia Colman, so she's gonna get an Oscar nomination too. She's pretty beloved in the Oscar community because she does give those kind of performances. But Eyes of Tammy Faye, I thought it was okay. I thought it was an okay movie. I thought Jessica Chastain, it's a very showy performance. Very, very, very showy because it's a lot of makeup and it's a big transformational performance, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it's based on a real person, so the personality has to match. So it's a very kind of like Oscar baity showiness of it. Not super special, not bad either, just overall, you know, a very just Oscar baity showy performance, but nothing that necessarily kind of blew me away. So out of those, I would definitely say Olivia Colman has to stay. Another one too, can I give a shout out to Passing? I feel like I'm the only person who's seen this movie because literally no one's talking about it. Passing's amazing. I definitely felt like it was a lock-in for adapted screenplay, at least for what Rebecca Hall was able to accomplish with it, but nothing for Ruth Negga, nothing for Tessa Thompson. That's kind of a bummer for me because I felt like this movie was one of the best movies of the year and it didn't get any recognition there. Also, The Rescue for documentary feature. I don't know if you've seen The Rescue.
I haven't.
That blew me away. What a documentary. I thought for sure it was going to win, and it didn't even get a nomination. I thought it was that or Summer of Soul.
Yeah.
And Summer of Soul got in there, but The Rescue didn't even get a nomination. It's about the kids trapped in Thailand in the underwater cave that were there about two and a half years ago, and the guys who had to rescue them. And it's the hardest, craziest, most insane thing I've seen captured on camera when it comes to like a life and death situation. And I totally felt like at least it deserved an Oscar nomination for sure.
Right.
Anything else sticking out to you?
I did. There was literally something that stuck out to me.
Oh, shout out to Cruella for all the nominations he got.
Oh yeah, for makeup and for
well deserved, right?
Yeah, definitely for costume, for hair design and costume, and also shout out to. I'm looking at this Best Supporting Actor nomination list, and even though you know it's a little, like you said, it's weak. 4 out of 5 of these actors have never had any Oscar nominations before in their entire lives, and like in terms of the person from Belfast, Ciarán Hinds, dude from Coda, Power of the Dog, Jesse Plemons, and Cody Smith-McPhee, both first-time nominees. The only person who had been nominated before is J.K. Simmons, but he had been nominated once, and that was for Whiplash, which he won. But still, that's a surprise nomination too. Again, I do think The Harder They Fall was such a really cool Western. I know it's a little bit sillier, a little more like action, a little more commercial than like the Academy would probably go for. But that would have been really cool to recognize at least one of the actors. I mean, Lakeith, Jonathan Majors, all the actors. Idris Elba. Yeah, Idris would have been a layup for them to recognize for sure. But nevertheless, still,
any of those actors.
Yeah, any of the actors in that movie was great. Also, cinematography category, really, really perfect lineup for me. Dune, Nightmare Alley, even though I haven't seen Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, West Side Story. I feel like there was one other beautiful movie that came out this year that they didn't recognize. But I got to think about that. I got to think what...
I felt like Green Light was beautiful, but obviously just...
Yeah, that too. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that probably was what I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
And also, like, you know, even though I poo-pooed on Licorice Pizza for being nominated for Best Director, I do like the fact that it's getting, like, a little bit of love because I do like a lot of it. And I do wish that... I don't know. I do wish that maybe Bradley Cooper could have snuck in like the Best Supporting Actor category for that little part he played in John Peters, but you know.
I feel like the Best Supporting Actor, I don't know, man. There's something about it that just doesn't sit right with me. And maybe it's just because it wasn't just that deep of a year, but there's just not a lot there that's very inspirational. I thought Bradley Cooper was great in that Nightmare Alley for sure.
Oh, and Canto only got, well, I mean, for one, they didn't even submit We Need to Talk About Bruno for the best original song, which is ridiculous.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm the one guy with that hot take that I'm really? Totally cool. I thought that you picked a much better song with Dos Arruguitas.
I mean,
by far.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I get you. It's trending right now. Beyonce, Oscar nominee Beyonce, and Be Alive, the song from King Richard. And
bro, Beyonce was not gonna get nominated though. She
didn't get nominated for Lion King.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. But Beyonce over Ariana Grande though.
No,
she didn't get in.
No, don't do the "Don't Look Up" song. That's a bad song.
Right?
That's a bad song.
I felt like I'm going crazy, bro. I'm on IndieWire right now. No, I'm on Variety right now. And they were like, "Oh, what happened to the Don't Look Up song?" And I'm like, "Bro, that song wasn't good. Like, can we just admit that it just wasn't a good song? Like, at least the Beyonce song is pretty good. Right. Like, let's nominate good songs." Right. That was not a good song, man. I'm glad they did not nominate that. Yeah, I actually, kind of going back to Harder They Fall, I thought Harder They Fall would have had 2 songs in there that were perfect for best original song. Yeah. With the Kid Cudi song, Guns Go Bang, and then with the Harder They Fall song called The Harder They Fall.
Yeah.
2 songs that Harder They Fall could have had for best original song.
Yeah.
And the whole movie is made by musicians too, so it's kind of crazy that they didn't nominate at least one of those categories for best original song. I think that might even be one of my biggest snubs, to be honest. Is The Harder They Fall for
just
music.
In everything, yeah. Or I think in anything, in acting and music.
In anything too, but for music, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
This is what they do.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people mentioning House of Gucci as well, at least on this list that I see it on Variety. No Jared Leto, bro. No Jared Leto for his performance. He gave his heart and soul into that performance, and he didn't get an Oscar nomination for it. Come on, man. That's not right. And no Lady Gaga, you mentioned that. So it's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. No Ridley Scott rep.
Yeah. Oh, yo, shout out to no Last Duel representation. That's true. Yeah, that would have been nice. Shout out to Winston. He was in the chat earlier when we were going through the Oscar nominations. And then also shout out to somebody. I lost it, but they said Flea is an international animated documentary. Wow, what a sentence. And people are talking about their snubs. Ariana Grande's song was goofy as heck. Jared Leto did get a well-deserved Razzie nomination, so there goes that.
I don't know, well-deserved. I still haven't seen House of Gucci, so I don't know.
That's what Ed Haskell said. And Cinema Gorilla talking about In the Heights. So yeah, that would have been nice to have seen some recognition for him. I
see a lot of people in the chat, or I saw a lot of people in the chat mention Godzilla vs. King Kong for VFX. That's a snub. That's got to be a snub.
Nah.
Come on.
No.
You didn't like it?
No, it's not realistic. What's the best about it? It's the least believable CGI I think I've ever seen in like a movie. Like,
bro, you gave that movie like a 10 out of 10, bro, as we were watching it.
Well, I mean, you know why? Because they WB line in the brother's pockets a little bit. You know what I mean? So, but I mean,
you were like, yo, best VFX I've ever seen. This movie's amazing. 10 out of 10.
It was great.
And I'm just like, okay, it wasn't that great. And now all of a sudden you're backtracking it?
Nah, it looks great on the big screen TV for sure. It looks great on the TV. I think it's just, for me, like, I think they got a good 5. Like, I like the fact that they did No Time to Die, a good mixture of practical and
I thought that was a good one too. No Time to Die. Yeah.
And then what else? Dune, of course, easy nomination. 2 Marvel movies, Shang-Chi and Spider-Man No Way Home. And then what's the other nomination?
It was Shang-Chi, No Way Home, Dune,
Free Guy.
No Time to Die.
Free Guy.
Oh, Free Guy. Have you seen Free Guy?
I haven't seen Free Guy.
I haven't seen it either. No. That's why I can't really hate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would totally hate.
But I ain't gonna lie. The commercials made the CGI look bad though. Like, I mean, I guess that's the point. That's the point of it because it's a video game. But
Also, I gotta say for score was a stat category for sure for best original score. Can we jump to that? I don't know if you have the list in front of you.
I got the list in front of me.
But I know a lot of people were mentioning the score for Spencer being a snub as well because that was a really good score. I thought the score for Spencer was definitely super worthy of a nomination. I thought the score for Encanto was a worthy nomination. I don't know if it got. I already forgot if it got nominated.
Encanto did get nominated for.
It did, yeah. Score. I thought the score for The Green Knight was one of the best scores I heard all year. That would have been on my list as well. But the ones we did get were also pretty solid, though. I can't lie. We got Don't Look Up, Dune, Encanto, Parallel Mothers, and Power of the Dog. The only one I haven't seen is Parallel Mothers, or I haven't heard is Parallel Mothers. But Johnny Greenwood for Power of the Dog and Nicholas Patel for Don't Look Up are two worthy nominations. That's the best part of the movie, to be honest, for me.
For music? Don't Look Up. Oh, Don't Look Up. Oh, definitely the music. Oh, for sure. He's like,
the score was like, I was like, damn, I can't lie. This is a good score.
You're going crazy in that score.
I see Raul in the chat saying Belle was snubbed. That's what I said, man. Belle being snubbed for Best Animated Feature. There's something, I don't know what it is about the Oscars not recognizing anime films. I feel like if you've seen an anime films are just as much animated features than any other thing, and they're so beautiful and so well done and so well crafted that I'm just so shocked that they almost never get love unless it is like, you know, Studio Ghibli or something like that. I just feel like they should get more recognition in the future, and especially with a movie as beautiful as Belle. Everyone in the chat, let us know any other snub that you're seeing right now before we get to some of our favorite surprises. RB3, is there a favorite surprise in there that you were surprised to see in there?
I mean, I was just really surprised to see the love for Power the Dog, man. I know, like, it. The audience
you are? I'm not. Based off what you got for the PGAs, DGAs, and BAFTAs and all that.
Oh, I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. The 5 for the best film editing are like the most primo 5 I think I've seen in like a long time. Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, Power the Dog, and Tick Tick Boom. 5 very different edited films, like with 5 very distinct styles, but they all like execute on what they're trying to do like really perfectly. So huge fan of that. And also, look, this just inspired me to check out more foreign films, and we can now officially say that Coming to America is an Oscar nominated film. Coming to America is Oscar nominated. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's right. That's right. I like that one too. I think makeup and hairstyling is always a fun category. Also, Cruella's in there. Yeah. Eyes of Tammy Faye, House of Gucci's in there. So shout out to those movies. Dune is the one. If we're being honest, and I know we're gonna jump the gun here a little bit, but I think Dune's gonna take all those categories, man. Every single one of them. Even they're just gonna stack them up. They're gonna take all the technical categories.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Makeup, production design, score, cinematography. I think they're taking them all. I think they're just gonna take all these categories, unless you see otherwise. But
I could see them
editing.
I could see them pulling something like giving Power the Dog best cinematography. You know, like, because that's a little more. They hold that one a little close. They hold that category a little closer to the best picture chest. You know. So I could see them giving Power of the Dog like best cinematography, but probably best editing, yeah, for sure, Dune. Best visual effects, easily Dune. Sound, probably Dune.
Yeah.
So
all those.
Yeah.
What do you think about the screenplay categories, man? Any surprises or snubs in there that should be in there or should not be in there?
I gotta think about. I always have a tough time with snubs because I literally don't even recognize like what's the snub until like I think about it way later.
Yeah, I know, like a week later.
Yeah. That being said, though, I like Dune a lot for being nominated. I just didn't expect it. I don't think the screenplay is like that thick of a screenplay, you know, like. But good to see that nominated in there, and I'm also glad to see. So I'm trying to go to the original category. Paul Thomas Anderson was good too. I mean, the fact that you can make like a scene where characters are driving downhill on a truck into like a super suspenseful scene is just incredible. So shout out to them for that.
You're talking about Licorice Pizza?
Licorice Pizza, yeah. When they're moving the moving truck and it's like sliding down the hill and they don't have any gas or any brakes, so then they're like super, you know, it's just great filmmaking, great writing, you know. Big fan.
I think the one for adapted screenplay that still kind of bothers me is Passing. I already mentioned that. I feel like Passing should be in there. for nomination for sure. I still feel like Dune is definitely worthy. Lost Daughter is worthy. Power of the Dog, I'm sure, is certainly worthy. And Drive My Car, I'm sure, is certainly worthy as well for adapted screenplay. Original screenplay is always tough. It's tough because you have these stories like Licorice Pizza and like King Richard, which are, based around certain people's lives, whether it's, fictional lives or not. I'm sure people have heard about Licorice Pizza and how much it's based on certain stories that people have heard before, or that it's based on a true story, I mean. But I feel like King Richard, as far as screenplay goes, do you feel like that's a pretty good one in there as well?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a great screenplay. I think it tells an amazing story. I mean, for me, it's dope. I don't know who wins this category, honestly. I mean, I personally like the screenplay for Don't Look Up, but I think a lot of people would say that's a weak screenplay, right? And I think people might even say like Licorice Pizza is not like the most. I don't know. See, it depends. Like, people might say Licorice Pizza is not the best screenplay, but some people might like love it. Like, I don't think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is like the most amazing movie ever, but it keeps getting on like the WGA, like best screenplays of like the century, and like everybody's like, oh, it's my favorite Tarantino movie. So I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something when it gets to like these super personal films. I would personally love to see the worst person in the world win it, because I think like that's such a weird and unique premise, like, and it just seems like ripe for like originality. Like, I think the original screenplay category should be reserved for like the young, fresh, new-faced filmmaker. Like the Jordan Peele wins best original screenplay. Spike Jonze for Her wins best original screenplay. I like that. I like the category for that. I don't love it when it's like Belfast, with like Kenneth Branagh or Paul Thomas Anderson, who's won it a bunch of times. Like, I want to see a new writer win this award. What's
a film in there that you feel like off the top of your head you would like to see from this year for original screenplay,
like nominated? Mm-hmm. That isn't currently nominated. Okay, I'm just gonna look at my top 10 list, because I think that might be a little easier. Like, help me decipher. I guess Come On is an original screenplay, right?
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, I would love to see that up there. That's an amazing script. So, and now that I'm looking at this list, best adapted, I would for sure take out Dune and put in The Last Duel. The Last Duel is like for sure an amazing screenplay. I think that just deserves all the recognition in the world.
Yeah, but I also feel like adapting Dune is harder than it looks. If you've just even seen the book.
Yeah, true. I think that's true, and I think that's why they should have gave him a Best Director nomination instead of a Best Screenplay now. Because in all the behind the scenes videos and everybody talking about Dune, everybody says, "Oh, this was Denis' vision since he was a kid. Like, he's sitting on this movie for his entire life." Like, and like that to me is like the more ripe like adaptation. The adaptation came more through the visual aesthetics, through like the characterization, through the contextual like way it set up the world, instead of the actual words and the writing and the structure. I feel like it's kind of half a screenplay, honestly. I think it's like half a screenplay, because it doesn't have like a full like ending to it. So that's just my opinion. But I do think personally, like, in comparison to The Last Duel to me is like the best screenplay in terms of just screenplays. It's the best screenplay of the year for sure.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple for me that I feel like could be in there as well. I still feel like I'm not sure where Green Knight would be, as far as I think it would be adapted, obviously. But I feel like Green Knight could be in there as well for an adapted screenplay. But I really like you said, the foreign film categories when it comes to movies like The Worst Person in the World, or maybe Drive My Car, being recognized for those kind of categories as well. I think those are the ones that kind of deserve to be there, probably more than quite a few others. Anything else stand out to you once we get to the actor race? Because I feel like the actor race is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weak this year, unless you feel otherwise. For all around, I'm saying, for supporting and best, for all four categories.
No, I don't have anything else to say about any of the other categories. Nah.
Yeah, because for supporting actress, we have Jessie Buckley, Ariana DeBose, Judi Dench, Kristen Dunst, and Audriana Ellis. Sorry, I'm going to mispronounce her name.
Aunjanue Ellis.
Aunjanue Ellis. The only one, I'm gonna be a hater. The only one that kind of stands out for me as far as like what is she doing there? I mean, it's just because she's a legend though. Is Judi Dench, but at the same time, I'm not sure who's missing. Oh, I know who's missing. Ruth Negga. Ruth Negga.
Yeah.
Nice. For passing. I think that's what I would definitely put in there for that nomination. And then obviously for supporting actor, we already mentioned Ciarán Hinds, Troy Kotsur, Jesse Plemons, J.K. Simmons, Cody Smith McPhee. You like those, even though I thought that was kind of subpar.
Yeah, watch Power of the Dog, man. Watch Power of the Dog. You'll see.
I don't know. It just seems very. I like the Troy Kotsur. I thought he was great. I thought the brother from Coda. He's the one who really stood out to me too, though. You remember the brother from Coda? You haven't seen Coda.
I've seen Coda.
Oh, you have seen Coda.
Yeah.
Remember the brother from Coda? I thought the brother from Coda was like
it's funny.
Spitting some fire too. I thought he was really well done, and he was a really good actor in there as well. Alrighty, man. Before we close out, any final thoughts or any final gripes that you want to shout out before we close out for the rest of the day?
I do think, they should have nominated Ruth Negga for Best Supporting Actress. Again, in both supporting categories, 4 out of 5 nominees are first time nominees. Jessie Buckley, Ariana DeBose, Kristen Dunst, which is amazing. She's an acting legend. I'm surprised she's a first time nominee, and Aunjanue Ellis, all first time nominees. So get that they're, at least in the supporting category, they're recognizing some, they're recognizing some new faces and shining some new light on some new people. And Judi Dench, I didn't see Belfast, so I have to see Belfast. Is apparently all these nominations are like that's like the missing key. And I feel like if I see it and I hate it, then it's really gonna like make me have a better understanding for how these nominations come this year. Because, hey man, it's 2021, 2022. You can't go not nominating a black director anymore. You know what I mean? All right, they did nominate a person of color or a man of color or somebody with Drive My Car, but that's a whole foreign category. So it should be. I'm not saying what it should be. It doesn't have to be a rigid thing. But I think we have so much amazing black cinema, amazing women-directed cinema, which they did nominate Jane Chapin for Power of the Dog. But I personally don't think you don't need to throw Spielberg in there. I love Spielberg. I think he put his foot into West Side Story, but I don't think he needs to be there. I don't think Paul Thomas Anderson necessarily needs to be there for Licorice Pizza. And I didn't see Belfast, but I don't think we need to see another Kenneth Branagh get his 8th nomination. So that's just.
I feel like when it comes to best directing, I always feel like go with the best directing, right?
Right.
Go with the best. To me, it was Denny.
Right.
I'll put Drive My Car in there. I'll put Power of the Dog in there, Jane Campion. Mm-hmm. I would even add like a Guillermo del Toro in there, to be honest. Those are really well-directed films. I even think Glass Stool is a really incredibly well-directed film over, I don't know, like a Licorice Pizza to me. I feel like a Spencer is a better directed film. I feel like even Lost Daughter in passing to me is a really well-directed film. I already mentioned Green Knight. But to me, directing should always be a category where you're just focusing on the art itself. Because I feel like that's one of the most... I think it's one of the most powerful categories because of that. Because it is the honored category of being the one behind the camera making all of the decisions. Yeah. And it's not just the... when you nominate Best Picture, it's the producers. When it's Best Director, it's like you made the best directed film. So, yeah. I don't know. That's why I feel like there's just a lot in there that could be in there. But it's not in there.
Denis Villeneuve might end up like Christopher Nolan, where Nolan didn't get nominated for like Best Director for a long time. I don't think he's still ever been nominated. I think he was nominated for Dunkirk. He's nominated for Dunkirk. But... Arrival nominated for Best Picture. Denny wasn't nominated. Also, Dune, another example of him being nominated for the movie being nominated for Best Picture and him not being. But at least with Dune, this is his first Best Picture nomination, or his first like nomination in the Best Picture category. So in terms of like he was a producer on it. So if it ends up winning, I doubt it's gonna win. But if it ends up winning, that's something.
Who do you think is gonna win? Early prediction.
I mean, man, honestly, the way it's looking, it kind of looks like either Power of the Dog or Belfast. You know, like those are the two from the nominations, right? Like I would say Dune if Dune was nominated for Best Picture, I would say it's a front runner. But they didn't nominate for Best Director, and they don't. It's rare for them to give a Best Picture to something they don't give Best Director for. So, you know.
Yeah, that is very rare. Yeah, wow, what a time to be alive, where a Western Oscar wins the Oscar.
New Zealand based American Western. Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, that's gonna do it for today for First Cut Reaction live to the Oscars nomination. We went on pretty long, but we appreciate you guys sticking around, listening to our rant, and listening to us live react to the Oscars broadcast. Let us know what you thought is your best nomination. What do you think? What got snubbed? What do you think was worthy of being nominated? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. RB3, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3. And I was incorrect. Denis Villeneuve was nominated for Best Director for Arrival. He was nominated for Best Director for Arrival.
You can find me at Squad Leader Race. Make sure you follow us at First Cut TMO. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in the entire time. We appreciate you guys. We're going to be seeing you guys all Oscar season long right here on First Cut, so make sure you guys stick around. But either way, guys, for the First Cut crew for today, we're going to be peacing out. So peace.